nigga. Word up to 7 figures. My swag is always capital.
Welcome to another episode of Around the 412. I'm Tyler, and with me as always are Smitty and Herb. What's up, guys?
Take two.
Happy Podcast Monday.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if you guys could tell, but we were chuckling when we first got in here. This is our second attempt at starting the
Oh,
show.
that was amazing.
I mixed the words another and episode.
Anyata.
Anuppa.
All right. Shout out to Nick and Hannah. Why? Because we just saw them at Hanks, so also shout out
I was
to
going to say, I
Hanks.
saw that in Snapchat. I was sad.
Yeah, well, my niece and sister were there too, so
Oh.
I just shout out to them as well. So let's just jump right into the social media questions. That's Bucko Mike, isn't it?
Voice
The-
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Doesn't have a picture or
Yeah,
anything, just,
yeah.
wants Jamal to be more of a regular. Basically wants to take away our NHL segment totally and just give Jamal that time.
No and no.
No, I don't know if we've made it open how we feel about having guests, but like you can't have them all the time, and I think Donardo and Ryan and all those guys will agree with that.
Probably.
It's kind of like it's got to be like a special thing. So like the once a month thing kind of works.
Yeah.
So
Roughly once a month. I want to make that clear.
Yeah, roughly once a month. But no, Jamal's great. We love having him here.
Jamal's great, but yeah, no.
He'll get his airtime when he gets it. I mean, he'll be back on here again, I'm sure.
I
He'll
mean, he was
be
the
on
first
during the
repeat
live.
guest. Words.
He'll be on during the live podcast. So
Actually,
funny.
Nick was the first one, if you
Oh,
count
that's
the
right.
Wing Bash.
Yeah, well.
Jamal didn't do it at the Wing Bash.
No.
He wasn't on
He
here
didn't
at
want
all.
to come on.
He may have been on for like a couple seconds in the background, but
Yeah.
that doesn't count.
When are we going to Hanks? That's from Jamal. Whenever you come to Beaver County, I guess. I told him though, like I would prefer to just like have a barbecue or something at my house if he's gonna come.
Yeah.
If he's gonna come to Beaver County.
You gonna make your chicken?
Oh, yes. I'm coming.
The best.
Can we start to consider Tyler Glasnow a bust? This is so tough for me because like
Okay.
I guess because he built up his own hype. Like he was a 5th round pick in 2011, so it's not like he was like billed as some stud coming into the league or anything like that. Like he kind of built up his own hype.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I mean, he did. You know, he popped up as our number 1 prospect. He's just supposed to be so dominant in the league. I mean, it's
How many years has he had a major league appearance? 2?
I believe
No.
so.
no he. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because he wasn't
Yeah,
part of
16 and
Yeah,
17.
16
Yeah.
and 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was already considering anything. Yeah, 16 and 17.
So it's going to sound like I'm being slightly biased because, I mean, yeah. But 4 years is when I start to worry. When it's the same thing for 4 straight years of up and down, inconsistent as all hell, that's when I get worried. Because that's what Randy Johnson did.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
just
kinda
don't
who
know why,
base it
like, on these last 2 Pirate teams, like, it's not like we had, you know, that high of a ceiling anyway. I would have just
Yeah.
let him work through it. Like, what the hell does it matter?
It's so painful to watch, though.
It is.
And
I
I
know.
mean,
I mean,
Ugh.
the most, but I could care, you know, I'm not going to say I could care less about the runs and shit like that, but, like, just control. Like, it's just hard to watch him walk, like, 6 straight guys.
and he looked
like,
good in the spring until the day after we did the
mentioned it.
double.
Yeah.
That was a bad day.
Mhm.
So
Damn.
Well, we knew that was coming after that. We should have never even brought him up.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, he's still just a huge question mark, and that's what makes him such an X factor for this team. Like, if he's a stud this year, out of nowhere,
That'll be nice.
this team's going to be all right. But is it too early to consider him a bust?
We just got another question, by the way, on Twitter from Donardo.
All right, well, they're lucky that we're just started because
Did you see it, Tyler? No. It's a question for you, too, because I don't play it. Best place to drop in Fortnite,
not Tilted Towers.
Tyler.
Pussy.
I go to the same places. So, like, Olaf, if you know where that is, yeah, obviously. Like,
Olaf.
yeah, Olaf's, it's in Wailing Woods, the back of Wailing Woods. We call it Olaf's, it's like a little building, but it's all open. It's like
Olaf
just steps.
Kolzig's house. That's
Are you
what
talking
I'm
about
getting.
like the castle back there, made out of wood?
Yes.
Okay.
We call it Olaf's Castle.
I was like,
Um,
I literally have no idea what you guys are talking about because I don't play Fortnite. I think it's amazing, though, that I got a 40-year-old man to
Bitch.
play it.
Yeah. 40-year-old. Damn, I always loot pretty well at Shifty Shafts.
Shifty Shafts is one of my favorites.
Pause.
Snobby Shores, depending on how many people are going, because there's so many houses.
Pause.
Snobby Shores. The thing with Snobby Shores is the circle can just mess you up. Like if it's on the other side of the map,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
pretty much you're screwed.
Yeah, you better load up on
You-
that potion
need-
and health. Yeah.
Like if the circle goes to the other side of the map, you pretty much can only loot like one or two houses.
You better not take a single shot before you have to run because that helps.
Congratulations, Donardo. You have derailed the entire show 5 minutes in.
Oh, we actually talked about beforehand that we were
Like,
just
what
going
if
to
we
talk
talk
about
about the entire
Fortnite. We're not
time?
even going to talk about sports. I mean, Tilted's fun if you're good at the game, but if you're not good at the game, then
when I
sucks.
do drop a tilted, I always have to get that clock.
you go to the clock tower.
Yeah.
my first ever attempt at going to the clock tower, someone like knocked out the building below me, and I just fell to my death.
Oh.
And
That's
I've
awesome.
never gone to the clock tower since.
Yeah, because
I usually
break
go.
through the top of it, and then there's a chest, but then
Yeah.
there's a wood platform, and then you got to break through that. There's another chest, and then you just, drop down.
But if
So,
someone breaks the bottom, then you're just screwed.
yeah,
Yeah, I either go if I go to Tilted, there's a little house in the corner that I usually go to that's near like where you can walk out of Tilted,
mm-hmm.
or I go to the basketball court and like loot that and underneath of it, and then I go to like I don't even know what building to describe it as. It's one of the ones in the middle. I'll land on that one too. But besides that, I like to land. If I'm playing solos, my favorite place to land is there's two houses in between Retail Row and Salty Springs that are kind of like in the woods. But if you're good, you can get 3 chests there.
Mm.
Like if it's a good match.
You guys have thought way too much in depth about this.
So does he? I'm curious to see if he drops a tilted.
Well, I guess we'll find out on Thursday.
Yeah. All right. And the this is actually already the last question we have. With
No, it's
free
not.
Oh yeah, Anthony's
I have
questions.
some.
With free agency looming in the NFL, will the Steelers do anything?
More than likely.
Yeah, I mean, not that I disagree with the cuts that they're making, but there's definitely a lot of holes to be filled. Pause.
Yeah.
Right now
Oh,
in
I
the
missed
defense
that.
and everything. So, to my knowledge, they might be moving Sean Davis to the other safety spot where Mike Mitchell was, opening up a safety spot. I think that they're going to sign somebody to either play linebacker or safety, and they're going to draft the other one in the first round. That's still my
I mean,
thought process.
That's common sense.
Yeah.
They'll probably sign a safety.
They'll,
let's be
they'll
honest.
they're going to do something.
Yes, Tyler.
Are we moving on?
I
Do
guess.
you have an answer? Do you think that they're going to do anything in free agency?
I don't know.
God, such an intelligible host.
Like something, anything? Like, literally, he said, "Are they going to do something in free agency?" So
Maybe.
anything. They did offer, or they did put a second round tender on Chris Boswell, who's an RFA.
Oh, good for
There's
him.
a 50-50 shot of them doing something. So maybe.
Can't find this insight anywhere else. All right,
Obviously,
Just-
Tyler wants to go back to Fortnite.
just give me your.
100%. That's all I've been doing. Like I don't even know if I watched a game this week.
Did we say a couple weeks ago that we were late because Tyler was playing Fortnite? By the way,
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened. Anyway,
but that. Oh yeah, that had to be a couple because I wasn't even playing it yet. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was a few weeks ago for sure. All right, what are Anthony's questions?
Well, we have one from Cody too.
Oh,
playing.
long time no
Okay.
see.
What,
he
in a
asked-
tweet?
No, I asked him on Snapchat.
All right.
He asked, why do the Browns seem like, for the first time in franchise history, a competent team?
Their team built out of spare parts. Am I wrong? And Jarvis Landry. Am I wrong?
For me, I just feel like those trades are kind of overhyped. Like, I still don't see it. Like, Jarvis Landry, to me, he's a nice receiver.
Nice.
He's overhyped because of how many receptions he has. But, like, his yards per reception is, like, 7 yards. Like, he
Ugh.
might fit in real well with Todd Haley. They're just going to be throwing screens to him like crazy there. Like,
God.
Nick's tweet cracked me up if you saw it.
No.
It was like, Todd Haley thinking about how many screens Tyrod's going to throw to Jarvis, and it was the Patrick meme. But, I mean, that's true. That's probably going to be, like, most of their offense. Like, he'll probably have, like, 150 receptions this year for, like, 800 yards.
Yeah.
And then Demarius Randall's kind of intriguing. I mean, the Packers have a history of letting cornerbacks go like Casey Hayward, who go on to be studs somewhere else.
Yeah.
Isn't he the corner that was like and had like Twitter beef with Josh Gordon?
Yeah,
After
yeah,
they
yeah,
played,
yeah.
and now
Okay,
they're
you're talking
teammates.
about Demarius Randall.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you were talking about Casey Hayward. I was like,
No.
But yeah, he said somebody said, how did Demarius Randall fare against Josh Gordon or something like that? Because he only had like 2 catches against him. And Josh Gordon was like, "Are you kidding me? This dude couldn't hold my jock."
Yikes.
And then yeah,
And then didn't he say like you must be on that stuff again or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, you must-
Oh no.
So yeah, he's gonna play safety, I guess, for them though.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean they're definitely setting themselves up well. They're not using any of their top picks to get these guys, so they still have those picks.
Saquon's still going to be a Brown, so
You think they take him at 1? Or
I
hope that-
I think so.
yeah.
I
I think they're still to take. So which position are they not going to get? Because are they going to? So out of a quarterback, Barkley and Minkah Fitzpatrick, which one do they not get in those top 4? In the 2 other 4?
Minka Fitzpatrick.
You think they go Barkley and quarterback?
Yeah, I would.
Tyrod though.
That might be their thinking now that because Randall's going to play safety.
Yeah. I would. I'd probably pick Barkley and then I would pick either Darnold or Allen for the Browns.
Okay.
Probably Allen.
Yeah. I think I'm with you on that. We were talking about before, like Darnold maybe being more, like, built for the AFC North. But I don't know. There's just something about Josh Allen that I like.
Allen played in Wyoming, so he can
Yeah.
like Wyoming. The winter sucks there, so
Of course it does.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the middle of nowhere. And the
Yep.
last question.
But yeah,
No,
they're
last
definitely,
3.
they're definitely they were definitely better after Friday.
This man
they
is
were
full
before.
of questions.
yeah. Anthony, I told Smitty before. I was like, Anthony doesn't give me a question like every week, but whenever he gives me them, he gives me like 3 or 4 at a time.
God.
So actually sticking with football, should the Steelers pick up Lawrence Timmons?
No.
If it's really cheap.
How old
I
is
mean,
he?
yeah, I guess if it's cheap, but not like definitely not as your other starting inside
No,
linebacker.
How old is he? Like 33?
He's got to be. He was drafted in 07, so yeah, he's probably around there.
Okay, there's a clause that has to be in the contract. If you disappear, you refund your money.
Yeah, unlike Miami gave him 2 years, $16 million with 15 of that guaranteed. So,
God.
yeah. So even though they cut him, he only lost out on $1 million overall there.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question is, who will be the Pirates MVP this year?
Alex Cobb. No,
Colin Moran. Colin Moran. He has impressed me so far.
so easy to pick. Josh Bell, I guess. I mean, what a cop out answer. I know, but like, I still don't know how I feel about Marte in center.
Oh man, he has a mental block.
I was thinking either Bell or Polanco, and Polanco is a huge question mark too. That's just me hoping that he puts it together this year.
And,
But I'm gonna go Bell just because I think it's
putting,
safer.
Putting some tape on that hamstring.
Yeah,
Keeping that together.
Bell's the safest pick, I think.
Yeah.
I'll pick Polanco.
All right, there you go.
Well, we know who's not going to have a good year.
Roll those dice. Just don't buy the jersey.
I've already got 2 of them.
What, dice or Blanco jersey?
No, Polanco jerseys.
Oh,
Why do you
he's
have
fun.
2? What colors? Well, I know you have a white one. Why do you have another?
I have a white one and I have a gray one.
Oh.
No, black one. I'm trying to
Gray
Either
one,
my-
black one,
either-
white one, yellow one.
either my Tyon jersey's gray and my Polanco's jersey's black or vice versa.
Ah,
I think your tie-on's black. I think I remember you
Okay.
telling me that.
Okay. And then was it goalie interference on the Doom
Jesus
goal?
Christ!
No.
we were gonna like,
no.
we were already gonna talk about
We're
this.
going to get to this later, but no.
Not only is it not, are you like a penalty too?
No.
Oh man,
We'll get to that later.
Anthony.
We'll get to that later. You can't ask the obvious questions, okay? But I do have one for you guys. There's one really quick, okay?
You have one for us?
Yes.
Okay.
Why is being a Penguins fan so hard?
Why?
What the hell?
Why is it so hard?
That's Steve reading his tweet.
Yeah. That people actually got mad at me for.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
they
know.
probably
I-
think you're serious.
I think it's pretty easy.
How can you think anyone typing hard like that is serious?
Pause.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You just kind of sit back and I like my women like I like my milk chocolate and dumb thick.
Who just what?
Cody. I like my women like I like my milk chocolate and dumb thick.
Oh my god. We've hit that point in the show already. 14
Since when's
minutes
Cody
in.
into black chicks?
I don't
There is
know.
no type. Okay.
All right. Whatever.
There's no type.
Shut up.
What?
All right, let's jump to the NFL because there's actually a decent amount here just because people are getting released like crazy.
Yeah. And traded
So
like crazy, apparently.
yeah.
And Otani's batting on my TV.
Jimmy Graham and the Saints interested in a reunion.
Cool.
Probably the best fit. We know how he is there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that offense as long as Breeze stays there.
Is he a free agent or no?
He is a free agent. I mean, he's. I don't see him playing
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do have to work out some type of deal for
Fair
him to
enough.
stay there. Ndamukong Suh is getting released along with Timmons.
Yeah.
So Miami kind of
Cutting payroll.
overhaul,
Yeah.
creating some what do you call it? What is those? What are those words? Financial flexibility.
Ah.
Yeah. Richard Sherman signs with the 49ers. What? I love Richard Sherman, by the way. I don't know how you guys feel
He's
about
great.
I like
First
him.
off, he doesn't have an agent.
Oh.
He's his own agent.
Good for him.
And he negotiated a 3-year, $39 million deal while he currently has a torn Achilles.
Man's a nutcase.
Went to Stanford.
At 30 years old as a cornerback. He's very smart.
That's awesome. Good for him.
Shohei is 0-2. 0 for 2.
The Chiefs released
Trash.
Tamba.
Shohei. His name.
Okay. It took a second to register that you're calling him by his first name.
He's on a first name basis
Yeah.
with him.
Broke his bat.
So the Chiefs are releasing Tamba Ali. That's not really anything other than the fact that the Steelers' mentions are probably getting flooded with that.
Oh, yes, they are.
DeMarco Murray was cut in Tennessee, and he's meeting with Detroit tomorrow.
Are you surprised by that?
Meeting
he
with
got
Detroit or
cut?
getting cut?
Cut.
No. Derrick Henry's a
yeah,
stud.
Yeah, I agree.
I said last year I would have had Derrick Henry as my lead back, but
Yeah.
I guess they didn't trust him
And now they do.
quite then. Talib gets traded to the Rams for a fifth after saying he would not report to the 49ers had he been traded there. So that's why the 49ers ended up with Richard Sherman.
Okay, then.
So I think that
Why?
I don't know.
Like,
probably works out better.
are players not valued as much as they should be in the NFL?
Are you asking that because you only got traded for a fifth-round pick?
I mean, it seems like a lot of these guys are getting traded for like 2 middle late round picks or 1.
Well, the thing is with Jarvis Landry doesn't have a contract. Like
Yeah.
a lot of these guys, and Akeem Talib carries a $11 million deal that they're taking on all of, obviously. So
Yeah.
I guess that it kind of all depends. I mean, if it's somebody like still in the middle of their contract in their prime with a decently low salary number, then yeah, you can get a good return. But yeah, it's like NFL trades are just so weird.
Yeah, they're so much different than obviously NBA trades are going to be completely different, but like every other sport, they're absurdly different.
Yeah.
So
The compensations on them just weird. That's why it just seems like it's very rarely beneficial to trade for those picks. Like, what are those picks that turned into a 4th and a 7th?
Yeah.
What they got for Jarvis Landry,
yeah.
but obviously they weren't to re-sign him, so they had to get something.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pay him $16.8 million this year just for him to leave next year.
Hey, now AB was a 6th-round pick.
That's true.
It's
Just
all
saying.
about development.
Speaking
scouting.
of the Browns trades, get to those real quick. They made 3 trades: Landry, Tyrod Taylor, Demarius Randall, all within.
Didn't they trade
Hours.
Deshaun Kaiser too?
That was for Demarius Randall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was part of that.
That's kind of interesting to me because I really don't think Kaiser's all that. I just think he got ruined
Yeah.
so quickly
Oh,
in
yeah.
Cleveland. Like I thought he had a lot of potential coming out of
Well-
Notre Dame.
Well, mentally kill you whenever you say if you turn the ball over, you're not going to start for my football team.
yeah, and going back to with Glass now with the Pirates, him with the Browns, what did him turning the ball over matter on a team that's going to not win a game?
It
Just
didn't.
let him learn.
Now, because I don't know, where did Kaiser go?
Green Bay.
Just-
Went to Green Bay.
Oh yeah,
What if he just turns into the next thing? Because he's behind Aaron Rodgers.
Well, don't they have what's his face?
Hunley.
Yeah, Matt Hundley.
Brett.
Yeah.
Brett.
Yeah.
Who's Matt?
That's a baseball player,
Is it?
I think. Almost
Nick
positive.
Nick Hunley.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know who.
Who is
Hunley
Matt?
Maybe I'm thinking of Matt Hunwick.
Oh
no.
God.
No.
Well, they're both gonna be sitting the bench. So everybody, Hunley.
That's why
Hunwick.
being a Penguins fan is so hard. Matt Hunwick.
Good answer.
Yeah.
And lastly, this regards the Steelers. Willie Gay and Mike Mitchell are going to be cut.
I'm kind of surprised about Willie Gay, but I don't know his salary.
It's $1 million that they're saving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, he was basically they're like 5th corner
Yeah.
once Sutton was healthy. So
Sutton didn't seem too bad.
No, they might move him to safety. I'm curious to see what happens there because he played both in
Yeah.
college, and he obviously has the ball skills. So,
Pause.
God, damn it. All right, moving on to the MLB. Carlos Correa and Ken Giles skipped the White House ceremony.
Good
for
for
the
them.
Astros. Did you see some of those replies?
I can only imagine because it's Texas.
Somebody said no, Correa was there. He was doing the landscaping.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This is why no one likes Texas, unless you live in Texas.
And somebody said also something about he was running a taco stand or something like that by outside of the White House. Like, yeah, the replies were just so stupid. That's what we should have brought up.
This country disappoints me.
Like our last segment, like we're gonna try out some new things. What we're gonna try out today, I should have used those replies, but it doesn't regard the Pirates, Steelers, or Penguins, so I wasn't gonna do it.
We might have to expand it. We'll see.
So also in MLB, a ton of deals were agreed to since our last
Yes,
podcast, about
they
6. Starting with, we'll go from today. Walker signs with the Yankees. That's pending a physical. Will he pass that? Will he pass that physical?
I'm not feeling great about that.
That's not bad, I guess. I mean, he can be like a bridge guy until Torres and
Aguilar,
Andujar.
whatever his name is.
But they have a guy there who, what is his name?
Drury?
No, because he's gonna play third base probably to open up the
Yeah.
season.
Are
Oh,
you
Tyler,
talking-
Tyler Wade. That's who I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah, yeah.
of. They asked him what he thought because he was probably gonna be their second baseman if they didn't sign somebody, and he said, "Oh, he's still gonna be." He said they can sign whoever they want. Tyler Wade's gonna play like Tyler Wade and win the job.
Okay.
Arrieta to the Phillies,
That was a
which
dumb
I said was
deal.
gonna happen,
That's a
and
dumb deal.
Jamal
Dumb,
kept
dumb,
telling
dumb.
me that it was gonna be Alex Cobb to the Phillies. but-
Dumb. Alex Cobb, future Pittsburgh Pirate.
3 years, $75 million.
So dumb.
Honestly, like, yeah, it's an overpay, but it's an overpay. That's fine. Like, that's gonna happen. But like, if you're gonna overpay when you're gonna compete.
They very well could. There's only
I still
one-
think that they're at least 2 years away from.
I don't know.
Because
Thinking
In
that's
that
when Mike
division-
Trout's gonna
okay,
come
hold
over.
on. Think about it. The East, there's no one standout anymore. The Mets are meh. The Nationals are meh. It's Bryce Harper and everybody else.
No, their pitching still better than
Scherzer.
everybody else.
Scherzer and Strasburg, if he can manage to not have his arm blow off. Other than that,
Gio
whatever.
Gonzalez was pretty good last year.
Yeah, I think that was a fluke. I could be wrong, but I think that was a fluke. I mean, if Reese Hopkins,
Hopscotch,
I want to die.
Hoskins,
Is it Hoskins or Hopkins?
Hoskins.
Hoskins.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
RYSE.
Yeah, if he goes back to what he did last year, and there was somebody else on the team that was doing absurdly well. If everything pans out, they could very well be in the playoffs. Who's the team I'm thinking? Braves.
Mm.
Nah.
In the playoffs?
Like I said, there's no one team in that division that I think could run away with it.
I mean, even the Mets pitching, like if they stay healthy, is going to be really good.
Yeah.
So,
But
I
we've
mean,
seen
I
that
would
track
put the
record.
Phillies as probably the third best team, maybe second, depending on what happens with the Mets. I mean, this is just a deal that I wouldn't make right now.
I wouldn't either.
Especially like with Arrieta, like I can't believe that he got that money with the way
No.
that the market is right now. That's crazy. That's like a deal that you get that you could have gotten any other year.
Yeah.
Is he
And
a
he somehow
Boris
gets
guy?
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Of course he gets the deal. He's a Boris guy. Boris doesn't back off. Somebody's gonna.
Yeah,
pay him.
but look at the next deal I'm about to talk about, Mike Moustakas.
that was dumb.
$6.5 million for one. He might as well take in the qualifying offer. He loses out on like $11 million by not.
How did he not get an offer for more than that? I actually think he did, and he just didn't.
He like Lucroy turned down an offer in November for 3 years, $21 million, and then just signed for $6.5
God, it's nuts.
with the A's.
So dumb.
So he went. He got a $3-year, $21 million offer by the Rockies, who could potentially be a playoff team again. Who knows? At least they'll be in the mix.
That'd be a good fit.
But instead, signs for 1 year, $6.5. So
so dumb.
And Hosmer's making $144 million.
And it's about the same production. Logic.
one guy just drills the ball into the ground, the other drives it over the fence.
And one's getting paid 100 and some million less. So
What else do we have here? Who else signed? Oh, Lance Lynn to the Twins
whatever.
for $12 million.
Whatever.
1 year, $12 million. That's fine. I mean, the Twins, they're doing some things. I think that they could be pretty decent.
That's a good way to put it. They're doing some things.
Yeah, I mean, they're making a lot of additions. I don't know how they're going to pan out, but think they could be back in the playoffs potentially too.
I like them the past 2 years. I thought they would be in the playoffs both years. They kind of made it this year and just,
We'll see what
if they didn't run into the Yankees, they would have been fine.
happens with Cleveland in front of them.
Yeah.
They're in the same division as Cleveland,
Who
but other
also
than
has some
them,
decisions to make. Yeah. Detroit? No.
the White Sox absolutely not, and
Not
the
yet.
Royals.
Yeah. No.
And what was the last one they had? Oh, Cargo going back to the Rockies.
Good for them.
1 year, $8 million.
He's definitely not Cargo of 4 years ago, but for that price, hell yeah.
Man. Yeah. $8 million. I mean, I don't know how incentive based that is. There's probably some stuff in there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But that's about all in baseball, other than the fact that we're watching spring training right now.
Yep.
Who-
Nothing much going on. It's the Angels and Reds, whatever.
Mm.
The only two people to look at in this game.
Cozart
is-
playing against his old team.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to say the only two people to even pay attention to in this game is Otani and Trout, maybe Votto, even though you know what you're getting out of Trout and Votto.
Otani's been pretty rough
I'm not
this
surprised.
spring. What, he gave up like 6 runs to a Mexican minor league team? Like, yeah.
God. That,
don't know.
oh, man. That'd be the most
Dude, what if
Angels
he's
thing in
what
the
if he's
world.
terrible?
That would be the most Angels thing in the world. That'd be the third guy they just throw money at and just
What if he's
do
terrible?
nothing.
He's gonna be like a.
Like as at both. Like he can't hit or pitch in the majors.
He's going to be Rick
So he'll be
Ankiel.
like some KHL dude who comes over, can't play in the NHL, then just goes back.
Plotty.
Yep, Plotnikov. He's going to be Rick Ankiel. Watch.
Oh,
Watch.
Rick Ankiel. What a name.
You know what's funny? I completely forgot Jung Ho Gong was a person.
You are a terrible human being. Not as bad as Jung Ho Gung, but you are a terrible human being.
I'm being serious though. I completely forgot that he was even relevant.
It'll be hard to forget when he's
Well,
playing
that's the thing.
shortstop
He's not relevant.
in the World Series.
What?
When he's playing shortstop instead of Jordy Mercer for the World Series champion Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
All right, we can move on now. Pens, jumping to hockey, went 3-1 since our last show. That one loss was terrible. But 3 wins also, so hard to be upset.
So do we want to get straight into the seething issue?
The what?
The seething issue?
Seething issue? No, because that's actually the last thing I want to talk about
Okay.
in the NHL.
Okay.
So Rust and Simone got hurt
Yes, they did.
in the Flyers game, I
Yes.
believe. Yeah. Well, actually, we had a pretty exciting game. During our last podcast, they were playing. That was the first
Oh, that's
game,
right.
obviously, since.
Yeah.
And they won in overtime. Then we played the Flyers, won, but it cost us Rust and Simone for who knows how long. Rust is a concussion, Simone's week to week.
Man.
So Rust is obviously more important there. I mean, I
Yeah.
like Simone, but we can do without him. Rust is pretty important. You can put him wherever in the lineup and just he'll play his game. And then
And then all hell broke
Yeah.
loose.
that Leafs game that Herb went viral for.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean the team didn't play well to begin with.
They came out of the gate not bad.
Oh no, yeah, we had all the pressure in the world on
Yeah.
them, and that's when I said like with the Leafs missing Zaitsev, we're gonna be in their zone the entire game.
And then it wasn't.
Yeah, so I had to say something, and then that's exactly the opposite happened.
Yeah, that game was so frustrating to watch. I remember people, not necessarily specifically Steve, but just people in general were like, "Oh, the Penguins are getting all the calls and the Leafs aren't getting anything." I'm watching. I'm like, I do not see any of that. And I mean, as we'll get into later, definitely wasn't the case. So
Yeah. Speaking of calls, I think that we may have seen peak goalie interference.
I don't know if that's peak goalie interference. I think peak goalie interference was when Matthews touched I can't remember who it was in net, his foot before the puck went in, and they called it goalie interference.
Varlamov.
Yeah. Yeah, that might
See, I don't know.
Well,
Exactly.
I don't know because
I
the
don't know.
penalty takes it over the top.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to ask, was that called a penalty too?
No, it wasn't.
So you take away the goal for goalie interference and call a penalty, so then we get put on the penalty kill and they
And-
score immediately.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole nother problem in itself. Like, if it's just goalie interference, it's like, okay, well, we know how
It's a
inconsistent they
bad
are.
call.
The penalty where you can't review or anything was terrible. If you think he went in with the intent to injure, you're wrong. By far and
He
away.
scored the best goal of his career.
He
If I could
scored
take
the
away.
best goal of the season for the Penguins, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah. I can't think of one better than that right
Yeah.
now. I don't get it. I don't. To me, not to take it to another sport, which that's a question I have for you guys later. Baseball. Blocking home plate. You're supposed to give the guy a lane.
Yeah.
The NHL. It is not goalie interference if you do not give the player his lane. Hainsey did not give him any way around that. People can say he should have peeled off around the net. Guess what? That wasn't happening. He made his decision to go across. Hainsey, I understand it's his...
And it's the guy with the puck.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by Tyler Movie's mouth for no reason. But it made no sense. He gave him no lane. He didn't shove him. I hate people saying that. He didn't shove him. He did kind of like put his hands on him and guide him. The head contact is one thing. It didn't affect the goal. The puck was already on his skate. It was going in anyway because he was going that way. It made no sense. It made zero sense.
Yeah.
And the main reason why it makes zero sense is because they called it a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's just no goal, I don't think we're having this conversation. I really don't.
If it's no goal, they could have looked at it
Yeah. They could have looked at it. That
and
power
seen
play
that it
doesn't
wasn't
happen.
and seen that it wasn't goal interference.
Yeah.
And then we could have scored. It could have been 3-1 going into the third.
I don't know what goalie interference is anymore, so I will say that. I don't know. I don't know if that counts.
You know, that's the big thing. Like, the NFL gets ripped on, for the catch rolls and stuff. But, like, at least the refs are made available to the media. Like, they explained
Yeah.
at least what they were looking at, what they saw, why. The NHL refs say nothing. And apparently the NHL even said, like, for people to quit complaining. Like, that was their official
they
statement.
told their
was people
players
need
and
to quit
coaches to stop, just to shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask it now. What is the well-respected league out of the four major ones? The NHL, the NBA, the MLB, or the NFL?
I think, honestly, the NBA is the best ran.
Sadly.
Has the best commissioner.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Because, at least to me, the NHL is run by a bunch of idiots who don't know how to market or know their own rules. Same thing with the NFL. They know how to market, though.
Yeah.
The MLB just doesn't know what the hell they're doing. They have no idea. And the NBA, well, I mean, you let your guys have attitude, so obviously people are going to gravitate towards the sport. So I have to agree. It's such a joke now. Like, it was Sam had a little thing for his class that I had to fill out, a little
Me
survey.
too. Yeah, he sent it to us.
Yeah, and that was the one question. I'm like, I never thought of that before. It's an absolute joke, the leagues right now.
I wish there was like a percentage. Like, when I submitted that or whatever, it showed me a percentage of what people voted. Just
I know.
To see.
Yeah, I legitimately sat there for 5 minutes and couldn't answer it.
I just used process of elimination to get to the NBA
I couldn't even
because
do
I was
that.
like, okay, it's not the NHL and it's not the MLB.
Yeah.
And the NFL, no.
The MLB is
I-
dying. The NHL is stupid. The NFL, for some reason, somehow manages to piss everybody off, and the NBA occasionally pisses everyone off.
Another question was like, do you get turned off by like the NFL rule changes? And it's like
Yeah.
it's hard not to with like the constantly changing rules and stuff. But it's like for player safety, it's hard to get mad about it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't know.
But still, yeah, by process of elimination, I got to the NBA. So
Yeah, I mean, I got to the NBA as well, but it's just it sucks.
which is my least favorite of the four sports.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I don't know. NFL's close with them.
Because I don't. If we had a team, maybe. But I could like.
I mean, I used to play basketball, so obviously
I
there's a
watch.
little bit there. But
I watch the NBA, but it's like without a rooting interest.
yeah,
Honestly, like it's just like certain players that I root for.
Lillard.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's my dude.
Hell,
Hell of a rapper too.
meh.
Where do
But-
you stand with this?
What, the goalie interference or the leagues?
Both.
Yeah, you really didn't. We jumped kind of right into that from the goal interference, so I guess both.
You had
Goalie
so
inf-
much time to think about this.
Yeah, I know. Goalie interference is dumb. I don't know what else to say about it because you don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I think it's dumb that you can review for goalie interference on a good goal, and there's no penalty, but you can't review for goalie interference if they just call it as a penalty.
Mm.
Like, why is one reviewable and the other's not?
Because you can't review a penalty.
Yeah, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
for that penalty specifically, it's stupid.
Well, yeah.
Because there was a
But
goal.
I feel like that would get expanded. Like if they were to include, like say that you could review for that being a penalty, then all of a sudden all penalties would be getting reviewed shortly after.
I'd kill myself
What
because
if-
the game would go up an hour in time.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, I think the difference is the puck went in the net.
Yeah.
Which is why, I don't to immediately call it goalie interference and give him a penalty is just dumb. I don't even know why they didn't. Like, I feel like if the puck goes in the net, it should be like the NFL where every single thing is reviewed.
Yeah, that'd be reasonable.
A scoring play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because and not reviewed by the fucking idiots that are on the ice, who have a fucking iPad on the fucking ice. Just go to fucking Toronto.
Or just look up on that giant monitor above your head that you're not allowed to
I'm
look
curious
at, by the way.
as to what the refs were discussing at that time after the goal. Like were they sitting there saying
It's like, I don't know. I think we got it wrong, but we can't do that because we're gonna get fucked up.
You're going to get fucked up either way.
Fucking idiot.
the other refs were like, did you just seriously call a penalty?
I hope
Because you know they were going to review that.
I hope one ref actually did say that. Whether
Did
it
you
was
see the-
whether it was the guy that made the call or somebody else. Just like, did he really just make that call?
Did you see the head cam?
No.
Where Mike
No.
and then the Mike Sullivan.
Oh, where he said you're awful.
Yeah. Oh no. Like you know how not goalies,
Referees.
refs have like, I don't know where it is on their body. I think it might be their helmet.
So
They
they
have
have
a-
it their shoulder.
They have a head camera
Yeah.
in their helmet. Well, there's like a little like there's like a few like still shots from like him going over to the bench after that call and like Sullivan getting in his face, and it's really funny.
Well,
Oh,
the video of him saying you're awful
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
hilarious.
If I was Sullivan, I would have done anything to delay that game. I would have ran out on the ice after the referee. That was such bullshit.
I'm surprised he didn't get thrown out
I know. I would have
like
done,
he has in the past.
I would have done anything to get thrown out as well.
I thought he was going to
That's
get
such
hurt.
that's such a baseball thing to say, but I would have done anything to get thrown out. That was absolute. Like I have like 5 or 6 tweets all in a row that just say absolute joke of a league, because it is.
Yeah.
I promise when the NHL's finished, it'll be a great sport.
When the NHL's finished.
No, it is a great sport. It's a terrible league.
That's what I mean. I said NHL.
So I just want to take a moment to appreciate Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah,
He's now 1 point back at the NHL scoring lead,
and 1 goal back, I believe.
and also 1 goal back. He was the 3rd star of the week again this past week.
Yep.
And he's also now the 5th highest scoring Russian in league history.
Who are the 4 ahead of him? Do you know? I can look it up.
I mean, Yager, right?
Well,
Or no,
yeah.
Yager's Czech.
Oh, that's right.
Who's Russian? Ovechkin.
Is he? Obviously, he's going to be above him.
Ovechkin, Sergei Fedorov,
Fedorov makes sense.
and Datsuk.
Is that ahead of him?
I think maybe
believe
just
so.
barely.
Hmm.
Or maybe he passed him.
Fedorov is the obvious one.
Oh. Kovalchuk, Kovalev, Pavel Bure, Alexander Maltsov, and then Malkin and Krutov.
No,
Are you sure?
100%.
What is it?
Oh wait,
I don't think
wait,
Kovalchuk has that
wait.
I was just saying, how the hell is Kovalchuk up there?
Oh, there it is. Oh, where's Bure? Oh, Bure is.
Are you looking
11th.
at goals?
Yes. Sergei Fedorov, Ovechkin, Mogilny. I don't know who that is.
Alexander McGillney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Alexei Kovalev.
Kovalev, nice. But how many are they ahead of? Like, is Malkin going to catch them?
That depends. Malkin is 110 points behind Kovalev now. So
Damn.
Fedorov has 1,179 compared to Malkin's 119 or 919. In what? Oh my God, Kovalev has almost 600 more games played. By the way,
Damn.
that's nuts.
Kovy did play a long ass time.
Yeah. Like Malkin has.
Honestly, the most surprising one there to me is McGillney.
Yeah, the only person in the top 15, I believe, with less games played than Malkin is Pavel Bure, and he's 11th with 779. That's insane. That is special in a good way.
Really, eventually, he's just going to be chasing Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Because Ovechkin's going to pass Fedorov in the next season probably.
He, I don't know when this is as of. I'm assuming recently since Malkin's fifth. He is 62 points behind. So next season probably.
Yeah.
Who? How many more games played does Ovechkin have than Malkin?
Ovi's played 989. Malkin's played 772.
Okay.
So a good bit. Couple
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah, with injuries, and then he came in a season later. So
Yeah.
Gaunch is 9th.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that first among
8-11.
defensemen?
Yes.
Nice.
Sergei Zubov is 12th. Second defenseman. Another former Penguin, I think.
All right, we already covered goalie interference, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Just real quickly, want to touch on March Madness because Selection Sunday was yesterday. Are you guys only doing the bracket that we have? Or are you in any other ones?
I might do another one. Did you see what DiNardo did?
Yeah. I was about to message him back.
Guess whose idea that was?
What do you
Mr.
mean?
Tyler Sweeney.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why? How do you know that?
DiNardo told me.
What did he say?
I said, I hear somebody saying, hey, they copied us. And he said, it's Tyler's idea.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't. I could
I
care
don't
less.
care, yeah. I just
I'm
wanted to
gonna
see his
I'm gonna
answer.
enter it as long as they enter ours.
And they haven't.
No, that's why I'm not entering.
By the way, I texted you guys this, and I'm going to say it just to have it on record. I am going to win this bracket while knowing nothing about college basketball.
you're better off not,
I know.
because like then you don't have those teams that you think are automatic wins.
Yeah.
And you pick, and then
2 years ago, my bracket was 100% going into the round of 16. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then got absolutely destroyed.
I to me, just this year, there's not like a clear cut winner.
I have
So-
Purdue, I think.
Purdue.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think. It's either them or
I mean, they're two
Villanova.
seeds, so they're definitely like up there. I don't know. I mean, like the number one overall seed's Virginia, and I just don't trust them to score enough. Like they always have the defense, but
Ew.
What?
West Virginia, ew.
no, Virginia.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said West Virginia.
Did I?
I think so.
Oh.
I'm almost positive
Not
you said
press.
West Virginia.
Not press Virginia. But I don't know. I think I've filled out 3 so far. In them I have Kansas in 1, Arizona in 1, and UNC in 1 as the winner.
Okay. That's
But
fair.
the thing is they're all like up there. So like can that happen?
I think so.
Is the top seed gonna win?
I mean, it's rare.
There's gonna
but
be like a random like the South Carolina last year in the Final Four. Like there's gonna be like a random ass like 7th seed in the Final Four. And it's gonna screw me.
my
Did you
final-
pick a 5 to beat a 12 or a 12 to beat a 5?
It always happens. Always.
I'm sure I did. I know I have 2 11s beating 6s.
Do we want to go through?
I was joking around and I said when we were at I don't honestly I'm already at like the end of our list, so I don't know how much time we have covered, but like we
43
have,
minutes.
yeah. So
Yeah. Let's do it.
I mean we can just do from like the
I have some out there picks, by the
okay,
way.
just give like your upsets and then we'll jump to like the Elite 8.
Okay. Davidson over Kentucky. I don't
th-
know.
that's interesting.
Yeah. Loyola Chicago, whatever, over Miami. I have them going pretty deep, I think. Yeah, I have them going up against Cincinnati in round of 16.
I like
Texas
I like
over Nevada.
Cincinnati a lot.
Yeah, I have them going out of the South. Who are you? I don't know the school. South Dakota State over Ohio State.
Oh man.
Sorry, Smitty. I almost had Montana over Michigan, but nah. What's the other one? Oh, SFA over Texas Tech. I have them going pretty deep as well. I think I have them going round of 16 as well. And Midwest. New Mexico State over Clemson. Yeah, that's really it. My final 4 is Cincinnati, Gonzaga, Purdue, and Michigan State. With Purdue winning over Gonzaga.
All right, so going through mine, I don't have a ton of out there picks. I mean, I have 2 11s beating 6s, so I have St. Bonaventure beating Florida.
Oh.
That's an 11 over 6. And I also have the winner of the Arizona State Syracuse game beating TCU, which is an 11 over 6.
That's fair.
Another upset, Oklahoma over Rhode Island. That's kind of a toss-up to me. Depends on. I mean, Trey Young has to carry Oklahoma. He's the only thing that they have. Otherwise, they suck.
What are the games that are being played here, by the way?
Actually, there's a lot of star power coming to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
we
Alex
should
was
probably
freaking
mention
out.
that. Villanova's going to be here. So is Alabama, and they have Colin Sexton, who's one of the best players in college basketball.
Isn't
Trey
Oklahoma-
Young, yeah. So that Oklahoma Rhode Island game will be here,
Yeah.
and Duke, they're playing their first round game here as well.
I'd be interested to go.
So yeah, it's like $50, I think.
Oh,
tickets.
never mind.
Yeah. Who does Duke play?
Wait, is that a full day or is that a game?
No, it's a session. Yeah. So you get the
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see what's up.
And then what? My final four. So I got Arizona, UNC. I'm just using one of my brackets here, and Villanova, Kansas, with Arizona and Kansas winning those games, and Arizona winning 74-70.
TJ McConnell school. Nice.
I pass for Zona.
That's still the worst handle of all time.
Dude,
So
when him and Stubbs went at it, it was great.
I still don't know that story.
Okay, well, Central Valley played Chartiers Valley
Yeah.
in the championship game.
Yeah, I remember that.
And after TJ McConnell tweeted, Chartiers Valley's still the real CV. And then we all just started
Yeah.
going off on him.
But
and
it
then
is.
and then Stubbs changed his Twitter handle for I pass for CCBC. And then they were going at it. I'm trying to remember like some of the stuff that was said. I think Stubbs was just like, I'm butter from 3, bro. I don't know. It was great. We were
That's
at
awesome.
Kings at the time because
That's
it was
amazing.
literally right after the game.
That's amazing. I love that situation. I just loaded Twitter up, and apparently we got one more question, maybe two. Somebody asked, thoughts on daylight savings time?
Terrible. You're right.
Garbage. Can I live in Arizona where they don't go by it?
I didn't come home on Saturday till like 5 in the morning. So
That is terrible. So you
It
came
could've been
back at
4.
4. Yeah.
I was playing Fortnite, and I watched the clock go from 1:59 to 3, and I was a little sad.
do you have anything first bracket wise? Because I know you didn't fill one out yet because you're not even signed up for ours yet.
No.
Doesn't want a free shirt, SMH.
Trust the
let's
fucking process.
see.
Are you doing DiNardo or the North Shore 9 League, by the way?
Fantasy baseball?
Yeah.
I don't really want to.
I'm giving it a shot this year.
I'm not into fantasy baseball. I probably won't follow it.
Well, I'm giving it a shot because it's for money, and I like money.
It's like that's the thing. And I don't think that I've ever done fantasy baseball for money.
I
So
haven't
like
either.
that would probably keep my interest, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so
Dude,
much.
winner gets $180.
Yeah, so I'm basically just throwing in $20 for somebody else.
To me.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to win that league. It's an auction draft, I think, too.
See, this is making it less enticing.
Do it. Do it.
What do you have for me?
My final four?
Do you have any like big any upsets in there? I'm assuming you have to have upsets, but like
No, I'm depressed enough.
no, I have all top seeds winning their games.
Well, I mean, I have all number ones winning.
Yeah, 16's never beaten a 1 in the men's bracket.
Yeah.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
God. It's wild.
I have no idea. I haven't looked at the bracket. This is the first time I ever looked at the bracket.
I'm not that. I don't like the 5-12 matchups that much. Like with the 12s.
Yeah.
Like in past years, I was like, oh, here's my 12 seed. But like,
Was it Wichita State like originally a 12 seed a couple years ago when they went on that crazy run?
I believe so.
Yeah. There's always that one team. Always. Maybe not.
SFA.
Yeah.
I like them as a 12 seed.
Who'd I say? SFA, and there was another one that was a 12 seed that I had going to the round of 16. God damn it.
Wait, is SFA a 12 seed this year?
New Mexico
believe so.
State
Yeah, I think that's who it was.
beating Clemson.
Yeah.
I have no idea about upsets. Final four. Arizona.
The way Tyler is talking about this right now is like picturing me talking about college football. Yeah, it is.
Well,
I really
no,
don't care.
I can follow college basketball, but this is my first time looking at the bracket.
Oh.
Like I didn't even know what this. I had no idea what the seedings were. I didn't know who the 4 number 1 seeds were.
Oh,
until
I
just now.
I had Loyal Chicago
Let's
They play
see.
Miami.
Yeah.
Arizona, because I don't trust Virginia offensively. Gonzaga, because I don't trust North Carolina.
Gonzaga has such an easy side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Did
and
you look at that at all when you were going through there? Like, who the hell is going to beat them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't trust North Carolina to beat them. I think Gonzaga can beat Xavier, and I don't really trust Michigan to beat them either. The other side, let's see, the East. I mean, part of me wants to pick West Virginia,
Boo.
but
Boo.
I'll probably just stick with Nova, and then
Oh, wait. When I said Gonzaga, I meant Villanova.
Oh.
I think Villanova's
okay.
part of the bracket's the easiest.
oh yeah. And then in the Midwest, I don't know, Duke. 'Cause why not?
I like
'Cause why not?
I like the top 3 in there. Like, I think any of that, like Kansas, Duke, or Michigan State.
Yeah,
But
sure.
Did you mean Villanova or Virginia? I can't remember now.
Hmm?
Did you say Villanova?
Villanova's
Yeah.
route, yeah. Well, you said you have Purdue, but like
Yeah.
for me looking at, and that's probably going to happen because I don't see it happening. So, but like just looking at it on paper, I mean, their toughest. I mean, LIU, that's obviously a win.
Yeah.
Then they're going to play Virginia Tech or Alabama. I picked Alabama to beat Virginia Tech, but then I see Villanova rolling over Alabama, and then either Wichita State or West Virginia. I picked Wichita State to play them.
Fair enough.
So I mean, I don't see them having a tough game until there, and I don't even know about that. And then Purdue, maybe, like, or Texas Tech, who's the 3 seed over there. I just think that they got the easiest draw.
They might have.
So a kid I went to high school with, he tweeted 2 pictures. Where are they at?
Speaking of tweets, that's what we're going to get to here in a second.
Yes, we will.
I am ready.
Let me find these pictures real quick.
I'm ready.
He tweeted 2 pictures, and the one was like him at a game. He goes to UPenn, by the way.
The Ivy League school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him at a game, and they were like cut. I don't know if did they win the Ivy League?
Yeah.
Okay. Then they were cutting down the net,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "We want Kansas." And then the next day, they had, or like the 2 days later,
Yep.
and then the bracket they got Kansas.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Good luck.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny.
You played yourself.
All right, well, it's time for our new segment. We're going to try out over the course of maybe like the next month, depending on how many ideas I can come up with for this, a new segment to end the show.
Unfortunately, we don't have music, unlike some other shows
Unfortunately, we
around
don't have music to introduce this, but what we're going to do today is find the funniest or worst, best, whatever we think, replies to the Pittsburgh social media accounts for our sports teams. So we're going to start off today. The Pirates tweeted out. So you've asked us a lot over the years, so we convinced our boss to let us give away the chance to toss out the first pitch at hashtag Opening Day PNC this year.
Pause. They went wrong with we convinced our boss.
Yeah.
That's where you went wrong.
So let's get to some replies now. At David Zurin says, convince your boss to spend money, LMAO. Tim Malloy says, of course you convince your boss. It won't cost you anything. Joe
That was
Dan
good.
says, we've also asked to see a competitive baseball team. Can you give us that?
Yes.
Tyler Sosnack says, we also told you to not trade McCutchen.
That's an awesome name, by the way. Sosnack.
At CEA 802 says, surprised you aren't making people purchase tickets before entering so you can use that as an excuse to try to sell more tickets.
What?
Nick Sherlock said,
What?
fuck your boss.
There you go.
A lot of these are about McCutchen, actually. I didn't even go through these and look.
Oh, Yinzers are great, huh? So original.
Oh, I know this dude. Brett Nesbitt, who's strictly a Penguins fan. Can the first pitch be thrown at Bob Nutting or one of his stooges? Would be far more exciting.
That wasn't that great.
Oh, look, another giveaway. You guys used to be doing giveaways with players. Now at least you're doing something that fans want to do.
Okay, that was good.
That's enough of that one.
I was gonna say I have a whole couple from a bunch of random tweets. The first one literally just didn't make sense to me. It was the Penguins tweeted Alexei Ekman succeeding with the Penguins, blah blah blah, long spiel about how Sean
Yeah.
Martin and Gaunch have been helping him. Some guy just replied and said, "Continue the same, man. By the way, still need to call someone D-man from the farm." Can somebody like
What?
Can somebody transcript that for me and like translate it as well? That made zero sense to me. Somebody tweeted a video of Phil Kessel dancing on center ice from Snapchat. I can't show anyone, but what? They tweeted the final score with the 3-1 against the against the Stars, and somebody just replied back and said, "Fuck the NHL." All right there with you, bud. Past couple weeks, a couple weeks ago, I should say, we talked some wrestling. Pirates tweeted out a GIF of Elias throwing someone out, and somebody just replied back to him with "Who wants to walk with Elias?" That was pretty good. I'll give that guy some credit there. Pirates also tweeted out a video of Adam Frazier hitting a home run in the game against the Blue Jays, and somebody replied back, No context here, by the way. FYI, the Macon, Georgia newest iteration baseball team is named the Bacon. That's Macon Bacon, and their mascot's name is Kevin. Dude, what? First off, I want this team's hat.
Yeah.
Second off, where did that come from? Where? I don't get it. It's so weird. They also the Pirates tweeted out a picture of Austin Meadows taking BP. We all know where that's going to go, and with replies. Somebody replied, Josh Rosner, I don't know, said, "And soon to save money, he will be in Indy wasting away." And then replied to himself, "Please stop me if you've heard this before. It's all's out Moneyfoot." Yeah.
Okay.
Can anybody, Tyler,
No.
anything?
I did nothing with that.
Yeah, I remember people agree with this guy. Apparently, they think the Pirates just don't care, and this man tweets out stuff that you can't even fucking think about. Somebody already blamed Hurdle. Jay Williams already blamed Hurdle for losing 15-1 against the Braves in spring training. Yep, we're off to a good start. Robert Ruther. Same tweet. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It was the second game. It was 5-13 against Baltimore. He said, "So they lost 2 games, 28-6, and spent the morning having a cook-off. That's how to improve your baseball team. I hope you all get diarrhea tonight because your play constipates me. Also, misspelled tonight, Tonite.
Jesus Christ.
You would think I'm typing that out.
Fortnite.
Jesus. Stop it, Tyler. And then I got a whole load of tweets about Frank Coonley and the Parrot. and that
Okay,
whole
hold on.
situation.
Yeah, save
I
that
will-
one for last.
I will hold on to those.
So the Steelers
I have one more.
tweeted out.
I have
Okay.
one more. And this one's just some credit where credit is due. Same 15-1 Braves tweet. Somebody just replied, "Way to make lemons out of lemons."
Yep. Did you retweet that?
Yes.
Okay, I saw that. So the Steelers tweeted out, Team Juju's 5 touchdown catches before turning 21 in 2017 are the most in NFL history by a player before his 21st birthday. And did we mention his celebration game is 100? And it's him doing the Kamehameha. The response,
What'd you just call it?
whatever it is called,
Kamehame.
that's how it's pronounced?
Should be. Not Kameme.
I said Kamehameha.
I heard Kameme.
How the hell is that pronounced?
Kamehameha.
Kamehameha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't give a shit.
That's the second week in a That's the second week in a row I've synced up with somebody. Last
Yeah,
week.
that's right. Yeah.
Last week was me. This week with Tyler. That's so weird.
Anyway, so Juju's celebration of... I thought you were going to say it right there.
Kamehameha.
Yeah. The response, the first one, could be great, could suck, all depends. Kid doesn't seem to have his head on straight, worried about LeBron.
That was all over the place.
Next response, probably too worried about making YouTube videos to make anything of what he was given by God.
This is why we need video for this. What is going on?
Dude's not bad, but don't see him as our second best option. Martavis deserves an extension.
Kill yourself.
Twitter is free. Twitter is free, man.
Everything else was pretty positive on that tweet.
Twitter
but those
is
three
free.
cracked me up.
Good Lord.
Steelers tweet out, NFL free agency begins on Wednesday, March 14th, but teams can get an early jump on it. And they tell you about, like, right now you can negotiate a contract, you just can't be signed till whatever. Do something and instead of just sitting around and watching like normal. LOL, y'all still suck.
What has this guy been watching?
I don't know. This guy says, if we don't get Sue, we can say goodbye early again. Jacksonville and New England run the AFC.
I'm sorry, Geddes. No.
Only idiot Steeler fans think that this team still has any interest in doing anything in free agency. Remember, build through the draft, in quotes.
Okay, that might not be that far off. Fully.
No, I mean, we do like to build through the draft, but, like,
Yeah.
that's... So that's base. And then the Steelers tweet, the offseason has meant some changes to our roster as well as changes to our coaching staff. They announced the changes in a link.
I can only imagine where this is going.
Yeah. Keith Butler and Joey Porter should have to pay the team to be able to be fired. Firing Tomlin is the change that this team needs and deserves. It would mean the world to them.
I feel like your head is on backwards, sir.
Lots of good free agents, cornerback, linebacker, safety. But of course, our tight pockets not paying for nobody. We going sit back and
Pause.
look out the window and not open it. It's going to pass like a rainstorm, and the Steelers won't see it coming.
Did people not learn how to, like, spell? Coming from the guy that typos everything, did people not learn how to spell?
San Francisco gets Sherman for basically nothing. 3
Nothing.
years, $39 million for a 30-year-old that just tore his Achilles, by the way. And he can opt out after each year. Shaking my head. Where were the Steelers on this deal? Probably sleeping.
Having Joe Hayden,
Why is Lawrence Timmons not back with us yet?
because he's not mentally stable.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Another loss to the Jaguars next year. I'm calling it now. Don't see this team being better than 9-7 as it stands. Keep Mike Mitchell. That's all that one said.
That one was good. That was awesome.
And that's all I got. So
Do you have any, Tyler?
No.
Please don't play that video. I see it on your phone right now. If you play that fucking video. And then, since they're the last one,
I knew this one. Yeah,
we gotta talk about the Parrot and Frank Coonley popping up at that Rick Saccone
God.
event, because
Why we should have talked about it with the Pirates though too. In all honesty, I don't know why I didn't put that in there.
Okay, so I get it.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Are you oblivious?
Yeah.
Frank Coonley,
Speaking at the Rick Saccone event,
and he took the Pirate Parrot.
who is running for the special election tomorrow,
And
people spazzed the fuck out
why?
Because he was with the Parrot, so like the Pirates were kind of being represented.
because
there.
Rick Saccone is a heavy Trump guy.
Uh,
Okay, Tyler, I know you don't care, but at least act like you know what I'm talking about.
well, no, I don't. I know who Rick Saccone is. I don't know what the event you're talking about.
It was it was the Lincoln Day dinner.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Well, anyway, we're going to run past that. Apparently, according to the Pirates, it was a last-minute thing for Frank Coonley, even though there are people who say it was months in advance. So I don't know who to believe there. But people lost their shit appropriately.
If he was being asked to speak there, regardless, I guarantee that it wasn't just like a last minute thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And I'll say it just to put my opinion out there. I don't care what Frank Coonley does. I don't care what the Pirate Parrot does. They bought the Pirate Parrot to come. You have to pay to have the Pirate Parrot.
Yeah.
He doesn't just follow Frank Coonley around.
Mm-hmm.
Credit, there are some times where you have to say no in situations because you have had a PR nightmare of a winner. But come on. We're going to leave that behind
Yeah,
us.
I really don't care that much, but
Yeah.
it's
So, all of these tweets were in response to roster moves, 3 dudes sent down. There are currently 61 active players in Pirates camp, 30 pitchers, 6 catchers, 15 infielders, and 10 outfielders. All 3 of these were replies to that tweet. Don't forget the Pirate Parrot at Saccone's Stump event with Kellyanne Conway and Frank Coonley. Fans deserve an explanation of why this team and its assets were used this way! ! Fed up. Pirates endorse candidate that uses blood money for votes. Not another dime from our family. Roar.
Roar XD.
The welfare system Pirates bending the knee to Trump Saccone is a laugh. Shame on your organization. Shame on Frank Coonley. Your clown shoes top of bottom. Does anyone get that? Because I don't.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I don't. Nor do I. I mean, like, I guess I could understand like people that are heavy into politics.
Oh, no.
What?
The reply underneath that tweet. Oh, no. It's in Frank's defense, maybe they were serving free alcohol.
He should take Jung Ho with him.
Oh.
He could have drove.
Oh. Okay. Well, now that we got the AIDSy part of our show.
Yeah,
away.
like people that are heavy into politics.
Need to shut the fuck up.
I could, like the parrot represents the team,
How?
so
It just has pirates written across the chest.
yeah.
If you think a parrot represents.
Why did they want the parrot there?
Because they know they're losing the election. I know we're not supposed to talk about this, but he's not winning the election.
What is the parrot?
gives a fuck?
They're just trying to get attention. That's all the Republican Party tries now. Look at who the president is.
Who is it?
Not mine. Topical.
I don't know. I think Phil Kessel's doing a real good job.
You're right. That is my president. It's just a bunch of fucking stupid attention grabs. That's all it is.
I'm just finding it very hard to care, like enough to give an opinion on it.
Okay, valid point. I'm just giving an opinion because I know some people would be angry if I didn't.
Yeah.
So, but ultimately, I don't care. It affects nothing about my life. Actually, it might affect my life a little bit since I'm talking about it, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't even care enough to give an opinion.
Fair enough. Tyler?
I said at the beginning that I don't give a fuck.
I like Fortnite, is what I heard.
Yeah.
Select dance.
Find me in my basement playing Fortnite.
You guys want to play some tonight?
That's all you made me in a bit. Maybe. Well, he
I
doesn't have his PlayStation.
I don't have my PlayStation.
Oh, where is it?
I'm letting someone borrow it to play Fortnite.
Oh.
So I'm
Well,
just
Smitty.
using my Xbox.
Well, Smitty, if I text you and ask if you want to play Fortnite, you want to play Fortnite?
Yeah, I'll probably be on.
You'll probably have to teach me.
Why?
Because I have no idea how to play the
I'm
damn
not
game.
a good teacher.
I don't
especially
care.
Fortnite.
Just tell me how to break shit.
All right.
Okay.
That's all you gotta do is break shit.
I mean, word to Limp Bizkit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. That was bad. That
was
really
worse
bad.
than Coonley taking the parrot. I have a bigger issue with that.
Oh man. Oh boy. I'm.
What the
I got it.
That's getting cut the fuck out.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't get it.
Huh?
Did you not play Modern Warfare
I
2?
did, but I don't. Why is this like soundbite a big thing?
Because people like him are fucked up in the head.
But what, I don't get it.
I don't know.
They were
It's
dropped on their
funny.
heads.
How is it funny? It's just that something that's said in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, and people use it like in videos and stuff and make it out of place, but it makes it funny.
This whole thing's getting cut. Whole thing's getting cut. This
I
will be
don't
the
know.
director's
I just
cut.
don't. I don't get. I don't find the humor in it.
I don't either.
All right.
Well, I kind of get it. I shouldn't say that.
He gets it. He just doesn't want to admit he likes it.
I don't like it, especially when you do it when I'm playing music, trying to figure out how I should,
You didn't hit
use
play
the
yet.
mixer. Not yet. You
I know.
fucking
So
dumbass.
that's why I did it.
None of this is gonna get in the show.
All right.
Just to delete the whole fucking thing.
Okay. Well, I guess
So-
we'll see it next week.
Fill out your March Madness brackets and ours. I think we have like a dozen entries so far. So
Yeah, not
put
bad.
them in.
Get your free shirt. Because
Yeah,
you know
the winners get a free shirt. It costs literally nothing to sign up. Why the hell would you not just submit
yeah,
one?
and you have decent odds of winning. Just
Yeah.
don't sign up for Donardo's.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Follow us on Twitter,
Buy our merch.
SoundCloud,
iTunes.
iTunes. Subscribe to us.
Yep.
And we will see you next Monday.
At some point.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
it's on.